he would step across the line. Habitually. He's a habitual line stepper.
Make me happy. Thank you all for joining us on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I am Garrett Charles Langley Henson.
I am Terry Ricardo the Shades of the Second. Another day in paradise, man. What's going on, bro? Friday.
Good morning. Salutations. We got a great show for you guys today. I think we're going to do all NBA everything unless we go quick, but we never end up going quick. We got some other NFL, some soccer stuff, but we probably won't even get to it if we're being honest. The NBA is back. It's in full force. It's the home stretch of the season, last 20 games, when things really count. Time to lock in. I bought League Pass, Terry. I'm in with 2 feet. We see in the Western Conference, it's like the 3 seed and the 12 seed is separated by like 4.5 games. It's time to dial in to the league. So that's what we're going to do today, man. Big changes in the NBA landscape. Of course, Kevin Durant going to Phoenix, but another move we talked about, Russell Westbrook changing locker rooms, staying in LA, going from the Lakers to the Clippers.
Big time move. Biggest move of the West. That's the biggest move of the West. It's just changed the whole dynamics of the Western Conference. The 2 LA teams are swapping spots. It's starting to go like this.
Yeah.
It's like that State Farm commercial with Chris Paul and Steph Curry and the escalators. It's like, Here come the Clippers going down. Here come the Lakers going up.
Who could have seen this coming? If only the Clippers were able to watch Lakers games this season. Or, speak to people close to maybe people in the same building that you play who watch him played 50 games this year who could have told you this guy's a terrible – I don't know, maybe like your GM who didn't want to sign him for like 3 weeks after he got bought out. And then Ty Lue and Paul George pounded the table. It was like, we got to have Russ. Since getting Russ, they 0-4. 0-4, bro. Lost double-digit leads in 4 games in a row. I forgot who it was.
Last night, Golden State.
It was the Kings, the Nuggets, the Wolves, and then last night Golden State. Double-digit leads in the second half of each game. Collapsed each game.
I ain't gonna lie. The worst one for me is the Warriors, but go ahead. What's your talking point?
Last night, I think that was like it's the pinnacle or the nadir, I guess you could say, rather the lowest point of his performance. Draymond Green refused to guard him all game long. In fact, the entire Warriors team did, with them just double teaming another guy in the paint and leaving him 15 to 20 feet open all night long. How did Westbrook respond to this? He shot 3 from 12 from the field. He was 0 for 5 from three-point range. He had 6 assists and 4 turnovers. And he had a pair of back-to-back turnovers in the third quarter that ignited the Warriors' comeback victory. He also was the primary defender on Jordan Poole when he scored 23 points in the third quarter.
The Clippers scored. No, the Warriors scored 42 in the third, bro. 42 is crazy, bro. They got annihilated in that second half, man. That's sad. But like you said, I missed that game. That was one game I missed, but
so did Russ.
I don't know. Like Russ, we know he can't shoot. And the thing is, when they leave you that wide open when you can't shoot, your confidence is shot. Like, if they're guarding you, you're like, all right, fuck it, I'll pull it up. You make a couple if somebody's on you. But if somebody's completely not guarding you, it's almost like you never get shots like that. And you're just like, oh, shit. Fuck it, I'll shoot it. Let me see what I got. Brick. My man Westbrook, what happened to his
0 for 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 4, 0 for 5. Draymond Green said the exact same thing that you said. He said on his pod after the game last night, he was like, it makes you think for sure because you're open every play. You taught in basketball. You're open. Take the shot. But if you're open every play, you kind of start questioning yourself. So I thought we did a good job executing.
Yeah. Anybody would know. If there was one person that would know that, it'd be Draymond Green because he's open all the fucking time on the other end because he can't shoot either. The only time I ever saw him hit a bunch of threes was Game 7 versus the Cavs. And they lost that game, by the way, so that's whatever.
Not going to lie. They beat us in double overtime this year where DeJounte Murray blocked Donte DiVincenzo's 3, and then it went out to Draymond Green, and he had a catch-and-shoot 3 in double overtime as the buzzer expired to beat us.
He smacked it. He got a game.
He smacked it. Game winner from like 28 feet, double OT. But Draymond, like you said, man, he stays ready. Like he might not take 15 shots in a row that were open, but if you need him to take and make the big one, he's at least up for the moment.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook, he's been up for turning the ball over. He's been up for complaining about his role. He's been up for making bad decisions. He's been up for not being able to stay in front of anybody on defense. He's been up for blowing uncontested layups at the rim that turn into fast break points for the other team. When he joined this team, I was like, dude, this is a terrible move. They're going to start Eric Gordon. I was like, there's no way they're starting Russell Westbrook fresh off the scrap heap. They're just going to put him in the starting lineup. They got Terrence Mann. They got Eric Gordon. They got Bones Highland. Now they just got a bunch of problems, and they're going to have to figure it out, man. I've seen enough. I'm at the point where I'm out on the Clippers completely. Rest of the season, playoffs, I'm done. They blew it. Yeah,
completely out.
Yeah, wow. I'm out. They added, I don't even know what was a turd in the punch bowl, and now you can't serve it to anybody. You can't just scoop it out and serve the punch. So it's too much. It's too much dysfunction. They're going to do too much accommodating with Russell Westbrook. And there are too many cons that don't outweigh the pros that he brings to the table for them. I'm out on the Clippers all the way. Worst trade, Jesus Christ, in a long time. Doing that PG Kawhi shit. No chips, no conference finals, whatever. Biggest tax bill in the history of the NBA. And what you got to show for it is Russell Westbrook being unguarded for 48 possessions consecutively.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I just realized my main mic's not plugged in. It's the fucking laptop mic. But it's whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like,
I can still hear you fine, to be honest.
Nah, I know. It's the laptop mic is fine. He might be cooked, like all the way cooked, because he doesn't understand how to help in other ways besides getting 25 and 10 and 10. Like, you got to do other shit. And last night he got no rebounds. 0 rebounds for Russell. I don't think he's ever done that in his whole fucking career. Like, swear to God. But his three-pointer's gone.
You got to go back to UCLA.
Probably. His three-pointer's gone. That's been gone for a while. And the thing for me, he can't hit fucking free throws. He used to shoot like 80% from the line. Shit's been going down since like, I don't even know, like 2018. Dude's trash now, man. I didn't see this coming. Not gonna lie. I didn't see this complete garbage. Like, he's horrible. Last night, you're right. That's the worst I've ever seen him play. Didn't, like, 3 for 12. Turning it over crazy. No rebounds. Horrible defensive effort.
Getting cooked by Jordan Poole. Absolutely cooked.
That's the funny thing, though, because they said that when Terrence Mann is with Kawhi and Paul George, it's like one of the best lineups in the league. But for some reason, Ty Lue and the boys don't see that on the bench. And they're just letting him not start and not playing a lot of minutes. I don't get it, man. I understand why they picked up Russ, but now at this point, if he's not going to give you effort, there's no point in doing anything with
he gives you effort, but it's not effort that's directed in a positive direction.
Smart effort.
Exactly. It's dumb effort. And, to that point, he's averaging 4.5 turnovers per game. Since he got there.
Garbage.
That's not very good. And I like your point about Ty Lue as well. We talked about this with Jason Kidd a couple weeks ago, where I was like, I started watching more Mavs games, and I'm starting to wonder if Jason Kidd is actually a good coach. And the same thing has happened to me this season with the Clippers and with Ty Lue.
Yeah.
You mentioned the thing with the rotations, with Mann being one of the best 5-man lineups in the NBA out there.
Can't figure it out.
Doesn't get enough minutes. He campaigned for Russell Westbrook, puts him in the starting lineup immediately. There's no place for Bones Highland now or Eric Gordon. Terrence Mann is out of sorts. And he has this odd fascination with Marcus Morris, who he insists on starting and playing 30-something minutes a game. It's like, you guys got all these fucking wings. You got all these guards. Like, if you want to play small, put Kawhi Leonard at the 4. You don't need to put Marcus Morris in the game. And so he just seems very attached to, his guys, kind of like Doc Rivers-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's very Doc Rivers-ish. It's the same shit. He's doing the same thing. And for all the shit talking we were giving Doc Rivers, which he still kind of deserves. Like, his lineups are pretty bad, too. But we just thought it was going to be, a complete change when Ty Lue became the coach. At this point, Ty Lue hasn't gotten as far as Doc Rivers did. So what the fuck are we even talking about? I understand Doc, lost some 3-1 leads, but at least the Clippers made it, somewhat far in the playoffs. This dude, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. And at this point, you're making LeBron's legacy look crazy. I don't like to talk about shit like that, but it's like, now Ty Lue's not even a good coach, not even a good one. What are we talking about here, bro? This guy's, what are we doing? Like, Ty, you're supposed to be the guy. Players coach. Marcus Morris, dog?
Marcus Morris, right. Batum, actually, he's had the resurgence. He stole money from Charlotte for 4 years, but as soon as he got back in L.A., he was like, oh, I'm hitting the elliptical. I'm working on my shot again.
I just learned some shit about Charlotte. They're one of the few airlines in the United States that has direct flights to France. So that's why Batum and Tony Parker went there on the sneak. And I'm thinking about Wembanyama for the future. But anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
So is the whole city. Trust me. But I'll tell you a city that's not thinking about Wembanyama. They're thinking about winning right now, Terry. They've been streaking. They've been one of the best teams in the NBA. They're shooting up the Eastern Conference standings. Of course, Terry, I'm talking about my New York Knicks.
My New York Knicks. Come on, bro.
Yes, sir. I've been a diehard Knicks fan for forever. You know how long I've been in on the Knicks. The number one fan. I started the fuck Trae Young chants.
The only Hawks fan I know. You're trading in on your boys, huh? Nah, you ain't doing it. I know you're not going full three on me. You ain't going full 180. You're not doing it. Look.
Oh, no. I'm in with 2 feet, man. I'm a Knicks fan now. It's for sure. Josh Hart was the final Infinity Stone, of course. Who couldn't have seen that coming?
Hey, let's do it.
Knicks are winning the chip this year.
Let's get to the segment, bro. Give it to me.
Man.
Give me my fucking flowers. I told you the Josh Hart trade was worth it. Don't ever talk shit about me and my boys again. We are winning it all. Knicks for the chip. Suck me. I told you, bro. Why are you questioning me? Why are you questioning me? I know about the Knicks. Huh? Why are you questioning me? I told you.
Because Josh Hart refused to shoot the last 2 months when he was in Portland.
You forgot about Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson, baby. They got that connect. Them boys are like best friends.
They sure do, man. They're 7-0 since they traded for Josh Hart. He's 7 games into his Knicks career. He has a plus 19 net rating, and the Knicks are almost 10 points better on the defensive end when he's on the court.
Yep.
He's been a tremendous addition to their 4-man wing group that is one of the strongest in the NBA. Removing Cam Reddish from the rotation and then from the team entirely and replacing him with someone who's this hard of a worker and fits this well with the identity of the coach and the team has paid off for them tremendously. Since they went to that 9-man rotation on December 4th, Terry.
Shout out to Tibbs for cutting it short too. Playing to way too many people.
Right.
D Rose is out the rotation, but it is what it is. Sorry, D Rose.
It's what it is, man. Since you guys shortened that to a 9-man rotation, you guys are 4th on offense, 7th on defense, with the 3rd best net rating in the NBA.
Sounds like a championship team to me.
If you just look at those metrics, it would. And this is not like they switched to 9-man rotation 2 weeks ago. This is since December 1st.
Oh,
we're actually getting a pretty big sample size now. And with Josh Hart, he's only even made it better, man. So you're I'll stop fronting. I got the Knicks on my chest, but we all know Terry's the real Knicks fan here.
Oh yeah.
What are your expectations for this team? And what's the ceiling?
Realistically, bro, if we're going to be real, let's look at the winning streak. All right.
Which one? You guys have had 2 9-game winning streaks this season.
We're just talking about the recent one with the new acquisition, not the old one. We don't care about that with the old regime and all the old players that we don't give a fuck about. We're talking about that new shit. All right. Now let's get real. I'm just joking around with my love. Of course I love the boys, but we got to get real. The only team that was worth the shit, and the Nets record is a fraudulent, because they're dropping by the second every fucking game. They're just taking L's. We beat the Nets twice in this winning streak. We beat the Jazz. They're not trying to win as well. Neither are the Nets. Who else did we beat? We beat the Hawks. Now, the Hawks are trying to win, but they got a new coach in Quinn Snyder. They don't know exactly what they're doing.
You guys were actually the last game before we fired Nate McMillan. that
was he
the
still
straw
there?
that
Was he
broke
still
the camel's
there?
back. Yeah, that was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Got it. Pelicans still don't really, we don't know what the fuck they are. The Wizards game was way too close for me because the Wizards are garbage, hot garbage. The only game in which I like is the Celtics game. Now, when we look at the Celtics matchup, though, for some reason, we seem to have their fucking number. I don't know what it is. Now, as far as like a ceiling is concerned, I think just making the playoffs is probably going to be their ceiling. Because if they get a Cavs, Knicks, 4 or 5, come on, bro. That's the top. Like Josh Hart, let's be real. He's shooting 60% from the 3, 60% from the field. Defensive rating is crazy. He can't miss any fucking shots, but that's not who he is. He's not going to be doing that for fucking 25 straight games. He's going to be good, but that's not him. If we play the Cavs in the first round, we're losing. And I don't think we're going to overtake the Cavs record-wise. Like, that's not happening. Don't look at me like I'm crazy. Who's going to stop Donovan Mitchell? Jalen Brunson, he's a fucking defensive stopper. RJ Barrett, it's going to be great effort on the defensive end. I love it, but he ain't stopping Donovan Mitchell. Darius Garland is cooking people all season. Fucking, he should have been an all-star. Was he an all-star? I don't think so. Should have been an all-star back-to-back. We're not stopping the Cavs, bro. I don't think we can beat anybody at the top.
Wow. I'm so surprised here.
We can't. You think we can beat somebody at the top?
I think you could beat the Cavs. I'm not going to lie.
Yo, you've been faking on the Cavs all year and since the preseason. Go ahead. Tell me why you think we can beat the Cavaliers.
You guys have an excellent wing rotation, and their wing rotation is the worst in the league for the Cavs. This is why you guys give
Julius
the Celtics so many good problems. You could throw Grimes at their 2 wings. You could throw Barrett at their 2 wings. You could throw Josh Hart at their 2 wings. You could throw who am I forgetting? Quickly at their 2 wings. Toppin's not a wing. He's a big
6'10", baby.
Whatever. Either way, those are 4 legit dudes who can all you're not going to be hurting when they're out on the floor in the playoffs. Like, you're not going to be nervous about the fact that they're out there. I think for the Cavs, it's like they got Isaac Okoro and Dean Wade and wasteland of people over there on the wing. It's just guards and bigs and nothing in between.
Don't worry about the scrubs, bro. It's the stars. It's the playoffs.
What stars? They had 1 all-star. What the fuck are you talking about, Terry?
Garland is great. You don't like Garland?
He's a star?
Bro, Garland is really good.
He didn't even make an all-star team. He didn't even get consideration from us to make the all-star team. Come on, man. Stop it. You didn't even mention him as an honorable mention, dude. And now you're like, he should have made the all-star team. He wasn't even on the fucking bubble.
So you don't like Garland at all? You don't think Garland's better than...
I didn't say that. I just said
Brunson.
you're like talking about them like you're playing against Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. Like, you're not.
Donovan Mitchell scored 71 points this year. He's not great.
He's
Not
great. He's great. The team is too imbalanced. You can't be this polar opposite. At least the Knicks, they're balanced. Even if they don't have like the one overarching superstar, they got balance throughout the team. And like that 9-man rotation, there's not a lot of holes in it. Hartenstein's a good backup center. Mitchell Robinson is above average starting center. Julius Randle is an above average starting power forward. Like, the whole rotation are guys who are good, who can play basketball for the most part. Now, if you have questions about like how is their number 4th offense going to translate to the postseason, I think that's probably the question to ask, since they're the second heaviest ISO team in the league behind the Mavericks. They don't have much 3-point shooting and are 22 22nd 3-point shooting percentage.
It's not,
you know what I mean? They don't really have a lot of people who are lighting it up from outside, and the people who do, I'm not sure that they're going to continue doing that in the playoffs, like RJ Barrett and Julius Randle.
Yeah.
So you can make the argument that the Cavs would end up beating them, but I would love to watch it, man. And you're like so sure, like we don't have a chance against them. We couldn't compete against the Cavs. I think it would be a toss up. I would probably pick you guys to win. I got to watch more Knicks this year, but I've watched a lot of this streak, and I've really liked what I've seen, man.
I've liked what I've seen. I just need to see it against some better teams. The next 10 games are against some better teams, so I can judge it more off of that. And also like a stretch of more games for Josh Hart to play in. Like I said, though, Josh, I always said he was going to look great for us, but I don't know, man. I mean, like
you don't think the Knicks, if they played the Cavs, would have a little point to prove too about not getting Mitchell and getting Brunson instead, and being like, we can beat them doing it our way with our guy, like we didn't have to trade RJ and all these picks. You don't think there'd be some added motivation?
Like, that'll be there. That's gonna be there, but I don't know, man. I mean, who's the best player in the series? That's usually
Donovan Mitchell.
That's usually who wins it. You know,
who's the second best player? Who's the second best player?
I'll take Brunson over Garland.
Yeah, right me too. Me too.
But I don't know about Garland and Randall. Like, Randall is the only one, bro. Like, of course he looks great. He's up. When it's up, it's up. But when it's down, dude's depressed, hates the Knicks fans, you know, pouting. I don't like his playoff game. I watched him versus the Hawks.
Yeah, we all know that.
Destroyed this motherfucker. I'm like, who are you, bro? You were a fucking bona fide stud all-star. Then he started playing like shit in that series. I don't think we can beat the Cavs in 4, bro. We need to beat them 4 times in a 7-game series. I just don't see it. Yeah, we beat them twice this year. We're 2-1 versus the Cavs. What do you fucking do? When that shit gets tight, I don't know if it's going to be all right. I'm just saying.
I like your rotation 1 through 9 so much more than I like theirs. I think like it's pretty much a wash at the big possessions between Mitchell Robinson and Randall and Jared Allen and Mobley. I think it's a wash at the point guard position for the most part with Mitchell and with Brunson. But you guys have the advantage with the other 2 starters and with the rest of your bench and rotation players that are going to be playing. I'll say this about Brunson. You know, you said that you'd pick him as the second best player in that series. He's been one of the best players in the whole NBA this year, as in 2023. In 2023, Terry.
It's January 1st.
Yep, 28 points a game, 4 rebounds, 6 dimes, 52% from the field. Do you know who's the only player to score more points than him this year in 2023?
Who?
Damian Lillard. That's the list.
For total points or points per game?
Total points.
Total points. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's good. Like I said, I mean, you were laughing at me when I said bro's an all-star. You know what I'm saying? You thought
that's not true, bro. Run the tape. I was the one who said that he should, if anything, if you had one all-star, it should be Brunson and not Randall.
Was like, no two
I laughed
Knicks,
at you when you said
Knicks.
Randall was an all-star.
Okay. You're right. No 2 Knicks. We could have had 2. I'm just saying. But, you know, whatever. Shout out to the Knicks. It might be a little reverse. Every time I'm super confident, we fucking lost in 5 to the Hawks. So
I'll say this, man. Like, they're doing stuff that, like, you have to do in the playoffs in the regular season, which has helped them be successful. Like, they're excellent at rebounding. Defensively, you know, they're playing with pride and with grit and with physicality. But you do wonder sometimes, it's like, are you winning some of these games because you're, like, more locked in and are more focused and are trying harder than some of these other teams? And in the playoffs, like, everyone's going to be just as focused as you, just as physical. The effort is going to be turned all the way up onto the same level that you guys are playing with every night. And when you're the number 1 ISO or number 2 ISO team in the league, it's like we've seen how that translates to the postseason when you run your whole offense on ISOs. And especially when you don't have an all-time great shot creator to get those possessions. It's one thing if you're fucking Kevin Durant and the Warriors run a bunch of ISOs out there, and you know, or James Harden and the Rockets. It's another thing when you're Julius Randle and the Knicks. So
you're right.
I think those are the 2 things that concern me. Is like everyone's going to be playing harder, not just us, like coming in frothing at the mouth, Tom Thibodeau style. And we're going to actually need to generate some offense beyond some one-on-ones.
Yeah, I don't know. It's predicated on a couple of things. Randall playing well, because I think Brunson will be fine. And then also, like, I mean, RJ, we'll see. Hopefully he has some moments. He's still kind of young. But Mitchell Robinson's helped too, bro. You know, he's played in 42 games this year, which is good for him because, you know, he's always fucking hurt. If we don't have him, I love Hartenstein. Like you said, you thought I was faking on him earlier, you know, before the season started. And I was. He's playing a lot better. And he's somebody I kind of like. But he's not a fucking starting playoff winning center.
No. No. But he's a tremendous backup big. I mean, there aren't many backup centers in the league better than him.
No, that's true. That's facts. Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
Knicks look okay.
Knicks, they could be scary, man. They could be scary.
Better away record than home. Not a lot of teams can say that. Probably none. to be honest with you.
Probably because everyone else gets hyped to play in MSG just as hype as the Knicks get to go on the road, go to fucking Orlando.
It's an electric fucking place to be, man. Like, hopefully we can get something done, but I don't know, man. Not confident in playing Donovan Mitchell for fucking 4 games. That's not gonna be fun to watch. I'm just saying, bro. Dude's about to put up 38 on us like every night. Good luck.
Part of me was really hoping that like Knicks would drop down enough and the Hawks would move up enough that we could run it back. I would really love to run it back in the first round, but it's not going to happen. Like, the Hawks aren't going to be good enough. The Knicks aren't going to be bad enough. If we see you guys, we'll have to be like in the Eastern Conference Finals, and there's a 0% chance of that happening.
I don't know. If it keeps going how it's going, we might get the 4 instead of the 5 versus the Cavs. But I kind of want to keep it this way. Honestly, it might be better for the 5. You know, playoff atmosphere is still going to be crazy, but
keep that chip on your shoulder, huh?
That boy Donovan Mitchell's got that big time game in him, dog. I'm scared of his ass. You ain't scared of Big Donovan? I mean, that motherfucker was putting up 50s a couple of years ago with the Jazz. He didn't even like Utah. Cleveland.
I'm scared of him, but I just don't like. I've said all year their roster has a fatal flaw, and when the margins get tight, like that's just going to get exposed. This isn't the regular season. We saw last night with the Clippers. You can't play 4-on-5 out here and just toss out some like below NBA quality player and be like, "You're going to be our 3. Our other 4 guys are good." Like,
so no trust in Okoro. And LeVert, we already know how you feel about LeVert.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know why you didn't go get Sadiq Bey. Maybe could have won a fucking chip if you got Sadiq Bey. Who knows? Takes the ceiling of the team way up. McDaniels, any of these fucking guys. Tybal.
They could have grabbed a plethora of people. I mean, LeVert
Caruso
seems to be their guy still. Unless I'm missing something, LeVert still.
How good would the fucking Cavs look with Caruso? Like, whatever, man.
On the court. How many games has he played?
Hey, fuck, he's like, why would I get on this court so I can play for the Chicago Bulls so we can get the 13th seed and miss the play-in tournament? Like, okay.
I like Caruso, but I just don't like dudes that hurt. This NBA is breaking my heart. I'm not going to lie. It's a problem with all these dudes getting hurt. It is what it is, so let's keep it moving. I got
That's why it's more important than ever, Terry, that you protect yourself and your family. And nobody knows more about this than Ja Morant. We gave you the coverage a couple weeks ago, when the reports came out of him and his buddies rolling up on the Indiana Pacers after the game with a laser pointer or allegedly a gun with a laser pointer pointed people out of an SUV.
Yeah.
We told you during the summer there was a police report filed for getting in a fight with a teenager. This week, Terry, more details have emerged, according to a report from Molly Hensley Clancy of the Washington Post. According to this report, Terry, which reads, Ja Morant accused of threatening violent behavior on multiple off-court incidents. It reads, the head of security at a Memphis mall told police that Morant threatened him during an altercation in a parking lot, leaving him alarmed enough that he filed a police report. Allegedly, Morant was asked to leave a finish line and return with 9 other people, threatened a security guard, and he had to call the police at the Memphis mall. 4 days later, Morant repeatedly punched a teenage boy in the head 12 times during a pickup basketball game at Morant's house, the boy told police. Now, keep in mind, this is accounts from the teenager. All right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
When Morant threw the ball hard at the boy's chest as he attempted to check it in, the boy threw it back just as hard. The ball slipped through Morant's hands and hit Morant in the face by accident. The teenager told police that Morant then put his chin on the boy's shoulder and asked his friend, "Do I do it to him?" The friend responded, "Yeah, do it." Morant then punched the boy in the jaw, the boy told police. Without warning, his friend struck him on the other side. I fell to the ground trying to cover my face so I wouldn't get hit. I got punched in the head, in the kidneys, everything else. Ja hit me 12 to 13 times, the boy said. Teenager told detectives from Shelby County Sheriff's Office that after the fight, Morant went into his house and reemerged with a gun visible on the waistband of his pants with his hand on the weapon, according to police interviews obtained by the Post, which had not been reported. Yeah. Morant said that he acted in self-defense. He said that, quote, that the boy, after the fight, said that he would come back and light this place up like fireworks, and that Morant told police, quote, that he and his family were in fear for their lives.
Okay.
So let's take a step back. 3 incidents, 4 months apart. What do you make of this entire Ja Morant situation?
Well, one, as far as the teenage boy shit is concerned, the 17-year-old, sounds like he was lighting Ja's ass up on the court, and fucking Ja was getting mad at him. I don't know who this dude is. They said he was like some the high school, NBA prospect that's supposed to be really good. I think he was lighting Ja up for some points, bro. Straight up. He was fucking giving it to him, and Ja was like, all right, I'm not taking it from this fucking kid anymore. Punched the 17-year-old 13 times. Now I know Ja can't fight. That's a lot of punches. That's a lot of fucking punches. Hey, that just sounds like Johnson sitting there. Like sock and bop him. Get out of here, Ja. Then you gonna get a gun? If you punch somebody, allegedly, 13 times, the fuck am I gonna get a gun for? You're supposed to be knocked the fuck out if I get you 13 times in the head. What else is there to talk about? Ja, I'm a shooter. Get the fuck out of here, dog. The second one is...
Yeah. He must have thought it was the fourth quarter.
He's an idiot, bro. This dude, Josh, is crazy. The second one is like... The finish line incident I heard also was like his mom was at finish line and then like called up Ja to like give her help because she had like a problem at finish line. One... Don't you got a fucking Nike contract? The fuck are y'all going to goddamn the Memphis Mall and finish line for? No disrespect to finish line, but like, when's the last time somebody was like, yo, about to cut them joints at the finish line? Finish line wants to give us some money. Sorry for that. But like, come on, bro. John, what the fuck are you doing at the mall? Why you always got rolling deep with 9 people? Stop going to the Memphis Mall, first of all. Like, what are we doing here, bro? You can just call Nike up and be like, hey, my mom wants these in a size 7. Like, send them over. Like, what are we doing? What are y'all doing? Roll with security. Stop having guns. Throw away all your guns. Every single gun you have. Throw them away. You're an idiot. Stop shooting people. Stop threatening motherfuckers at the Pacers game. It's a fucking NBA game, dude. This guy's crazy. Hey, do what you want. But if you get in trouble and you're fucked, that's on you. Zebo, help your boy out in Memphis.
Right.
Zebo.
You remember how Zebo converted himself? He used to be a gangster when he came in the league.
Hell yeah.
He got his shit right.
For some shit in Portland. Yeah. Hey, Zebo, help your boy out. Somebody's got to talk to him. Gilbert, where you at? Agent Zero.
Little did we know Ja stood for Javaris Crittenden.
Ja's crazy, bro. What do you think about this Ja shit?
My man's got some growing up to do.
Ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, they're like doing the we don't want to lose this guy, so we'll coddle him. And you remember how they did with James Harden
Westbrook
in Houston, where they're like, you get your own private jet to go to the strip clubs after the game, and all of your boys can come, and yada, yada, yada. And they did the same shit with Kawhi in Toronto. That's what they're doing with Ja right now in Memphis. They're like, you get whatever you want. Just sign this next max deal and don't ask for a trade in the next 2 seasons. Yeah. So they just out here coddling his ass. But I don't know if that's going to be the best thing for him, dude. Because
no, of course not. He's a fucking kid.
Even if, like, all right, as somebody who's had people throw the basketball off my face and has thrown the basketball off other people's faces and has also been punched in the face 12 times after doing it, I have a little bit of experience to be able to talk about this issue.
12 times.
Yeah. Dude, one time I got jumped by 3 people up at Cobb after this guy threw the ball off my face. I got punched well over 12 times.
Yeah. Shout out to Chapel Hill.
Right.
The mean streets.
I don't believe any of this. I checked the ball and it went through his hands and accidentally hit him through the face shit. Yeah. This kid threw the ball right at Ja Morant's head and it hit him in the head. After that shit, you got to fight. You know what the deal is. Yeah. But if you're Ja Morant, we don't have to fight. Get the fuck out of my house. Like, we're not at a public park. We're literally in my backyard where all my boys are. I probably got like 4 dogs running around or some shit. You know what I mean? My dad lives in the fucking house next door. He lives in the guest house 40 feet from me so he can pop over whenever he wants. Like, this whole thing was just wildly unnecessary. Huh?
Yo, what the fuck is T doing, bro? What's T Morant doing, bro? The father. You just gonna let your boy out here just doing stupid shit? I'm telling you right now. I don't
First
have
of all,
kid.
he's the one who told him all this stupid shit is fine. His whole life, he ain't been holding him accountable. So he's like, in the NBA, anything he does, he's like, oh, this on somebody else. This on Shannon Sharp. This on a 17-year-old kid who you invited to your house and then later beat up and threatened with a gun. This on the attendant at finish line. This is like, it's not, bro. This is on you. You don't need, like, Jay-Z. He doesn't go back to the hood and let people like fuck around in his pockets and just for the sake of being like, I haven't changed. He's like, no, I did change. Like I bought this whole fucking block.
Yeah, he's trying to gentrify the fuck out of it.
Right. Gumbo. But for Ja, it's like you can't be having pickup games at your house that are open runs for anybody to come to. Like,
you can do that. That's fine. Just don't fucking get in a fight. If you're hooping, you're hooping.
Yeah, you're right. But it's like when you do that, there are always going to be people like this who want to come in and prove themselves and like take things to the next level. Like you're going to be opening the door to this type of shit when you do.
That's fine, bro.
But if you do open the door, like you said, you can't punch a fucking junior in high school 12 times in the face and then come back out with a gun and then talk about I was fearing for my life in my own house with 20 of my boys around.
No, you can punch him. Just don't get the gun. Just fucking fight. Nobody's pressing no charges on a basketball court, bro. If y'all just got in a fist fight, it would have been totally fine.
That's not true. That's not true,
bro.
Terry, that's not true. He fought a child. He didn't fight a grown man. He's a minor. He fought a high school kid, a junior in high school. It's not allegedly. There's multiple police reports filed.
Alleged.
No, Ja Morant filed his own police report. It's not alleged. He punched him. He said he punched him.
Did he get the gun?
He said he got the gun because he was fearing for his life. I read you this whole fucking thing.
You can't for his life,
dude.
The kid was
you can't be the. Listen, you can't. No, but that's what I was saying about this bullshit that he feared for his life. Everything. You can't be the guy who's replacing Kyrie Irving at Nike, the brand new face of the league, the brand new face at Nike, and be going around retaliating, punching juniors in high school in the face, dude. You can't do that. I don't get you're like, it's in your house, whatever. Nobody would have cared. They still would have cared. They still would have cared.
If we out here hooping, we can fight it out.
You're not. One is a child. The other is a grown man. No, you don't fight a fucking kid.
He's helping this kid out. What? My problem is this. If you're around 20 of your boys, the fuck are you one-on-one fighting Ja for? If you are a fucking Ja Morant, you're my boy. You're in the NBA. Some kid's doing some stupid shit. I'm like, move, Ja. I'm fucking him up myself.
What the fuck are what good are these 11 guys who are living in my house if some guy throws a basketball off my face and I gotta be the one to punch him? What good are you doing?
Bro. It's just people. It's people being stupid. I'm not letting you grab a gun either. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Like, hoop, fight. I'm fine with the fight. I get why you're not good with it because the kid's 17. But if you just fight the kid, it's really like a fucking police report. I'm like, come on, bro. We ain't getting no fight. Like, I'm Ja. We're in the backyard.
You just got to decide, Ja. It's like, what's more important to you? To put on and act tough and act hood and show people how real you are? Or like, I don't know, be a face of the league in a billion-dollar corporation and like ascend to a different type of echelon that like very few people, even in the NBA, can get to. He has a chance to get to there because he's willing to throw all that away so that you can like look tough on the internet and look tough for your friends. That ain't tough, bro. That shit is soft. Not changing your mentality, not changing the people around you, not taking advantage of the opportunities that have been given to you that you worked so hard for pride or for some machismo. That shit is soft. Baby shit.
It's really dumb. Yeah. I mean, he's about to start getting that AI treatment. He keeps doing this stupid shit. This is 1 year of 3 incidents, right? If he keeps going with this dumb shit, about to get that AI treatment. It's about to be a lot of crackdowns for no fucking reason. They're about to be drug testing you randomly for no fucking reason.
Dude, I don't think AI did anything like this. I don't think AI rolled up on anybody with like a gun and a laser. I don't think AI punched a junior in high school 13 times in the face.
AI was doing some wild ass shit. It didn't get like crazy reported. I've listened to a lot of Stephen A.
Yeah, Stephen A. Yeah, I was about to say all the Stephen A. deep cuts that he wouldn't talk about.
Stern. But all I'm saying is, Ja, you're the dude. You know, throw away your guns. You don't need to be shooting. Somebody else needs to be shooting. These dudes around him are not his boys, bro. Straight up. They're not his boys. There's no fucking way they're his boys. They're doing dumb shit.
Also, like, exactly. Why do I have to come to finish line personally to handle this? What? I already got 8 of my friends there. Like, what?
That's what I'm talking about. Where the fuck is his dad at? If my mom is calling me, I'm like, where the fuck is dad? Is he working? He shouldn't be working because I made $200 million. Go get that motherfucker. I'm not coming down to the mall and shooting somebody because I'm a dumbass. Get that motherfucker. T. Morant. Fuck out of here, John. I'm going to get my baby. I'm going to get my baby. You know what? He going to come down here and fuck everybody up. That's how it went.
Hey, listen, and we're surprised that Ja is having fights with fucking like all these random people. His dad is trying to fight Shannon Sharp, and his mom is trying to fight a mall security guard. What do you think he's going to learn from?
Bad environment. I guess it's fucked. I don't think he's going to change. I don't know if anyone can reach him either. Let me.
If anyone can get through, it's Dylan Brooks.
There's nobody can reach him. Because if his parents are like that and, you know, his boys are doing the same shit, I don't think anybody can reach him. There's not going to be one single person that can talk to him and be like, hey, man, you need to change your ways. That's not going to fucking happen. Dude just got a lot of money. He's just going to be him. Like, that's just not going to stop. He might fuck his shit up. I don't know.
I hope
because
not.
I don't think anybody...
And for Nike, this shit makes Nike look bad. They're like, oh, no, we can't have a guy out tweeting about a flat earth and about, the Holocaust didn't happen and shit, who has some outlandish opinions. But we'll make the next face of our fucking line a dude who's punching high school kids in the face, rolling up to malls, rolling up after games to the other team and training laser pointers on them. That's a great look with Nike. Way to pick the face of your franchise.
Nike don't give a fuck. They're making billions. Nike about to come out with the AR-15s with Ja face on it. They don't give a damn. Ja, it's up to Ja. I don't think it's going to take him a while to change because, like,
they can't. As long as they don't put out the all-white Ja Kenosha editions, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, like the only thing I can try to connect with him in one way because I probably would be a dumbass when I got all that money too. I remember the first time I got a huge lump sum of money for tax season. No, not even that. I got a big lump of money for my soccer scholarship, right? They gave it back. It was like $6,000 or some shit, right? I was like, damn, that's a lot of money. I should probably put that in the bank. I think that's what my dad said. And I was like, oh, no, totally. Yeah, I blew like $1,000 in one fucking night. Then the next night I was like, well, I got 5 left. I should probably put that in the bank. And then somebody hit me up, like, trying to go out. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. I spent $2,000 the whole fucking night. I spent $3,000 in 2 days. All right. So when you getting stupid money, you're doing stupid shit. He's not going to change. It's going to take a minute. I just think it's not going to be easy, bro. Hopefully it changes for him, but I don't think it is.
I think Steven Adams, they got Steven Adams has got to lock him in a room. Steven Adams got to. You remember when they did it to DeAndre Jordan when he was trying to leave the Clippers? That's what Steven Adams needs to do to Ja Morant.
Shit. Steven Adams is trying to beat fucking Shannon Sharp's ass too.
Yeah, he was the only one who was about to do it.
He was about to whoop his ass. But he's the vet on the team. So it's like, and he's a fucking New Zealand guy or Australia, wherever. He's New Zealand. But like, they don't have an American vet. No disrespect to anybody not from America, but you can already see from the NBA that we only give a fuck about American people. The NBA fans and everything, Jokic gets no love. Embiid is a crybaby. You know
Luka,
what I'm saying?
You're not getting no love either out here. And this is why we don't like you, because you're trying hard to understand American culture, but you don't know how to do it properly. You try to pick it up via osmosis on TV. Terry, you see that they asked Luka what his favorite thing to watch is when he gets home, and what he said?
What'd he say?
Friends.
Have you ever watched that? I've never really watched Friends.
Yeah, it's not good. One time, actually, like, I was like, for those of you who didn't know, I was like a child actor and shit, and used to, do a bunch of commercials and audition for movies and shit like that. And there was this one joint that I was in, and this agent kept telling me, oh, yeah, you just have the same energy of David Schwimmer from Friends. That's perfect. Just keep channeling that. I was like, fuck David Schwimmer. I'm 10 times better than that shitty-ass motherfucker. He hasn't had a good joke in 14 seasons. Compared me to this bum, I was not having it. So when Lucas said this shit about Friends, I was like, this is revealing. This is pretty funny. It actually fits pretty well if you think about it, with his corny fucking softball ass. He's probably learning pickup jokes that he could tell the assistant referees from that shit that were Courtney Cox lines.
Before we get into it, let me tell you something right now. All them LeBron comparisons and shit, they went out the window when fucking the Mavs were like 31-30. He's better than LeBron when he was 23. Okay. All right. That shit went away quick this year. Whatever. We can keep moving.
Thank you, Darrell Revis. So basically, after seeing that with Luka, we decided that we were going to go down the all-star list of all the guys who participated in games, the biggest stars today, and we're going to tell you what they like to watch when they get home. Now, this is not correct. This is not scientific. It is not representative of how any of these players feel. These are the shows and movies that we chose that we think represent them, that they want to go home and watch. So, Terry, do you want to start it off? Is there any ones that you had earmarked? Why don't we do Team Giannis and Team LeBron like that?
All right, you go first because I got to pull up Team Giannis and LeBron. I just did East and West.
All right, well, we'll start with the captain, Team Giannis. All right?
Oh, Giannis.
This one was tough for me. I could have gone a couple different ways. Obviously, I thought about my big fat Greek wedding.
Yeah.
Obviously, I thought about Fast and the Furious, since he's all about family, and he has two brothers in the NBA, despite them not being NBA level players. And now they've been in the NBA like 5 years, and nobody still says anything. And we've seen like 5 years of tape, and we're like, these guys still suck. And he's like, family. Fast and the Furious, 9th season of Thanasis Antetokounmpo coming out to a theater near you soon. Family first. But that's actually not the one I went with, Terry, because I was like, Giannis, he's a goober. Like, he's like a big-ass little kid, and he'd probably be like, amazed by some shit that, like, some regular-ass, like a 5th grader. That would probably be what Giannis want to watch. So I went with Avatar 2, The Way of Water. Giannis's favorite thing to watch. He's probably watched it 8 times already. He knows half of the words. The Way of Water 2, that's Giannis's favorite thing.
The second Avatar. That's a good fucking movie. That seems like him. He's like the size of them too. That motherfucker.
Yeah. Like right. They could have just put his ass right in there and changed his skin tone.
Put his regular body in there, like, damn.
Right.
This dude looks kind of big. Anyways, for me, if I were to pick something for Giannis with his big goofy ass, did you see him on the Daily Show when he was roasting KD and them?
Talking shit about Kevin Durant? I loved it.
That shit was funny. That was a good appearance. I like that shit. But for me, the way Giannis talks, I'm thinking more of like Giannis's fucking press conferences and shit, just his goofy, the way he is. I'm going to go Clifford the Big Red Dog. I feel like that's his favorite fucking movie. Oh, yeah. His big ass, he's just awkward as fuck. Outside, did you see him throw that ladder off when he was trying to shoot free throws in Philly?
Yeah.
This man's he's a little fucking just out here, bro. In regular life, he's a little weird. He went to Chick-fil-A. Let me get that 50 piece. I feel like that's what he's just a big goof. For the Big Red Dog. That's Giannis.
I love it. Although I think it's more of Boban, to be honest.
Hey, Boban's not an all-star though.
What is the plot of every Clifford the Big Red Dog movie and book?
Shit. I don't know. What?
It's a dog that's big. It's a dog that's big. It's like, and then one episode's like, it's a dog that's big in a firehouse. And then the next one's like, it's a dog that's big in a park. And then the next one's like, it's a dog that's big in Uganda.
Bro, that fucking show, bro. The movie, the book, everything is just dumb as shit. I can't believe how big it's gotten. But whatever. That's Giannis for me. Big Red Dog.
I like it. All right. Also on Team Giannis, representing the home city for the All-Star game, Salt Lake out there in Utah. Lauri Markkanen. He's trying to find out more about where he's at. You know, he's planning to be in Utah for a long time. First-time All-Star, looking to get a long-term deal. Wants to get the lay of the land and be able to assimilate into the culture. So I think Lauri is watching Escaping Polygamy when he gets home. On TLC.
Escaping polygamy. That's fucking. That's spot on, dog. That's spot on. Hey, man.
You got anything for Lowry?
I mean, Lowry, anything Mormon. It's nothing. Anything Mormon. Who's the founder of the Mormons?
Joe Smith?
And some shit like that. Yeah, that whatever he's a part of.
Timberwolves tried to sign to illegal contract.
Yeah. Actually, for me, honestly, I went different for it. You know, the Mormons are a little strange in their beliefs. So they don't really watch TV like that. They're kind of like pilgrims. I went with the Book of Mormon. Straight up.
Oh,
straight up the Book of Mormon. Not even a TV show, no movie, none of that shit. Book of Mormon. John Smith. Read it, Ari, you fuck.
He's like, what do I like to watch? Words move across pages. That's what I like to watch.
Yeah.
That's what really
I was gonna go Boy Meets World, but then I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going straight.
I thought you were gonna say that fucking Scandinavian movie with Will Ferrell where he's like in that singing competition in Finland or whatever. Yeah.
Euro song or some shit. We just watched that shit. Like
that shit.
Horrible fucking movie. Funny though. Just too long.
Next up is Donovan Mitchell. This one I kind of struggled with somewhat. The first thing I thought of was Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, no. I got to get deeper into the box score. That's too easy just to go with the Spider. Yeah. I'm going with A Tale of Two Cities.
Who's that?
Started as a book written by Charles Dickens, was later made into a very famous movie. It's for one, it's been a tale of two cities for Donovan, going from Utah to Cleveland and changing the trajectory of his career.
Yep, 71 points.
The other thing is, A Tale of Two Cities is about the French Revolution and the common people taking over the French aristocracy and killing Frenchmen in the streets, spilling their blood, drinking it like wine. So I thought it would be natural to establish the French connection. That's probably what he wants to do to Rudy Gobert right about now. So that's why I picked that one.
That's poetic. I love that one. That's a solid one. That's poetic. For me, real simple, straight to the point. Get out. Straight get out. Utah, get the fuck out of there. Every time. Every fucking house party Donovan Mitchell went to, just watch Get Out. It's all a tale of Get Out. White people taking over his life. Got out, get to Cleveland. Live your life in Cleveland. You're good.
Feeling like a chocolate chip in a bag of marshmallows.
Definitely. Like, simple and to the point. Get Out. Everybody's seen that shit. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, and you'll be like, that's Donovan Mitchell in a nutcase.
If you haven't seen it, you're probably Lowry marketing.
Reading the Book of Mormon.
Right. All right, next one. I was looking forward to this one. Ja Morant. I'll let you take the reins of this and go first.
Boys in the hood. Boys in the fucking hood. Ricky! Look, man. The dude is a straight killer, apparently. Ja is that guy. Ja's the guy with the guns. Ja's the guy with the guns, man.
He's Tupac and Juice.
Yo, he's like New Jack City. This dude, any black gun movie. No. What's the one with Terrence Howard? Whoop That Trick, Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, Hustle and Flow. Yeah,
Hustle and Flow. Ja, bro, he's got problems. Who's Ja for you? Ja's Boys in the Hood for me. Can't get the fuck out. You gonna die in that hood. You keep fucking around.
There was only one selection for me.
Oh, please give it to me.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh, you went. Clarence had a real good parents, and he went to private school.
I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah.
Malibu's Most Wanted.
I was thinking about 8 Mile just because of that joint, but I was like, the whole vibe of Malibu's Most Wanted just makes sense to me. You know, Tim Materius out here in the streets.
Yeah. Ja.
He's got an Indian friend with a bazooka who shows up to finish line.
Yeah, that movie was funny as shit. I can see that. You think Ja's a fake thug?
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. To talk about another guy who's not a fake thug, probably the farthest thing from it. Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out of here. Did you see that tweet? I act like Denzel for real.
Oh, yeah. That shit was funny as fuck. Get out of here, Evan Turner.
Lillard, for real. That shit was gold, bro. That shit was fucking pure gold, man. Oh, man. Hey, I love that shit. No, go ahead. What you got?
Who you picking for Jason Tatum?
Oh, you want me to Jason Tatum? For me, I think it's a simple one. You ever seen Degrassi?
Yeah. Is this just because he's light-skinned? Is this just because he's light-skinned?
I got nothing for Tatum. Tatum doesn't give me nothing off the court, bro. Like, he's a good kid, went to Duke. He's Degrassi, straight up. He's Jimmy in the wheelchair, man. He looks like that motherfucker, too.
See, I was going the other way on this one. I said that he would probably pick Friday to prove how black he is because of the light-skin fragility. He'd probably go the other way. But ultimately, I settled on that show on Netflix, You. You know about that white guy who's like obsessed with the
serial
girls?
Killer guy, yeah.
Well, he's got a little Kobe Bryant type Jason Tatum connection on that show with the way that Jason Tatum is obsessed over Kobe. I think he might be watching that show to try to get some pointers to see how he could slither in once he makes it into heaven.
Tatum, man. Tatum's the last hope for American Star, right? Is he the guy? He's the guy. How dare? Did you see ESPN have the fucking future of the league segment? And it was Ja, Donovan Mitchell, Luka, and Jason Tatum. And I was like, how about Jokic, Embiid, Giannis? Like, what the fuck are we doing? But anyways, yeah, Tatum, he's the last hope for you guys because he's actually good. Ja, I don't know about that fucker.
Zion is the last hope. He's the highest guy. If everything turns out right on Zion, he'll be the best.
60 games is the most he'll ever fucking play. Come on, Zion. Get him out.
I know that's true. All right, what about Jimmy? Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler? He didn't play.
He still made the team. All right, well, I'll give you mine then. I'll give you mine. Yeah, he was on Team Giannis.
He didn't play.
So? Still was who's on the team.
He didn't make the fucking All-Star team. What you talking about?
Yeah, he did, dummy.
No, he didn't.
He just didn't play.
I thought he didn't even go to the fucking weekend. He just left.
He didn't? Well, shit. No. I select him as an all-star, so he's on my list. How about that?
What movie? Should I beat you to the punch?
Yeah.
Predator.
Oh, no. Bad Santa.
Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Bad Santa. Why Bad Santa? That's random as fuck.
His general, like, go right back in your face, like, create acrimony everywhere I go. I live in the chaos. I act myself all the time. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out of my face demeanor. And then I went with The Wire as well.
Okay.
That Omar energy. That Omar energy. I ain't calling him gay now. You know, Gabrielle usually can attest. But he got that Omar energy from The Wire. I could see him hunkering down.
Hey, what's another good movie, like a homeless movie? Because Jimmy Butler used to be homeless, like The Pianist or some shit like that, The Violinist.
The Cat Williams story. American Pimp. American Pimp.
American Pimp. I was going to say Radio, but that just doesn't seem right.
No.
Who do you want to go next?
Man.
Bam Adebayo?
Let's do it. Yeah, we can do Bam.
Bam Adebayo. Bam, I don't know, man.
We already know we're going to make this some fucking racist shit. Let's go ahead.
I don't know shit about Bam, bro. I'm not going to say he's Debo from Friday, but I'll say he's that character. I'll give him Green Mile.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Big crazy fuck.
Yeah, but still the kind heart, the protector. Yeah. I don't know how he feels about bees, but that's a good pick.
I don't really know shit about Bam. The fucking African name was too easy for me to be like Black Panther or some stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I took the low-hanging fruit with this one. I went with The Gods Must Be Crazy. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
Who's in that? A
bunch of African people and a white guy who throws a glass Coca-Cola bottle out of an airplane. And this glass Coca-Cola bottle changes the entire village, becoming the number one weapon, the number one tool, the thing everywhere, the status symbol. I went with that one, but then I was like, that's fucked up. I can't just do that just because he's African. His last name is Adebayo. So I was he does seem like an odd character who's a bit like detached from reality a bit, where he's always talking about how he should win Defensive Player of the Year like 4 years in a row. It's like, you've never been the best defender in the league at any point. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Jaren Jackson for me.
He likes to like be right on the borderline of truth, but also like dip right into some bullshit. So I'm going with Flintstones porn for Bam Adebayo. And he just jerking it on his couch, watching some bitch get smashed out, going, bam, 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 bam.
This guy's going for it today. All right.
Oh, yeah. Slid off the tail of a dinosaur right into some snatch.
Flintstones porn. All right. Next. Dame Lillard.
Jokic. We got to do Jokic.
Was he on Team Giannis?
Yeah.
Nah, he was on Team LeBron.
Oh, well, I fucked it up. What about AD? I thought I had this whole list in order. I guess I did.
I'm looking at it. No, Dame. I got you. Let's go.
All right, you do the order, and I'll find the names. All right.
Damian Lillard. For me, it might be something you know. I don't think you'll ever see this movie. I'm going 17 again, the Zac Efron edition. Yeah, Dame Lillard 17 again. You know why? Dame Lillard would wish he redid his whole fucking life because nobody gives a fuck about him. If Dame Lillard was 17 again, coming back into this new NBA with all this spacing, 35 a game, just straight killing it. He'd be the best player in the league. He'd be the guy we'd be looking at if he was a young stud coming in. Scoot Henderson, who? I'm like Dame fucking Lillard, bro. Absolute monster.
If Dame Lillard was 17, he'd still have to play 6 more years before he got into the NBA.
But we know who he was.
Right.
No, we're not letting him play college for 4 years. Dame's a beast. But if we reset Dame, bro, like, we give him more love. You know, no disrespect to Portland. Great fucking city.
But y'all are fucking up a great career.
You guys are so irrelevant. You're so far out in the West, man. Like,
I'm with you, man. I went with the same type of energy. I went with Castaway.
Fuck. That's perfect. I'm telling you, bro. That's perfect.
Castaway.
Perfect.
And then I was like, that's his favorite movie. His favorite TV show is Portlandia because he just loves Portland so much. He can't get a fucking enough of it. That's why I won't leave. It's all the artisanal Chilean coffee. That's what it is.
Yeah. I need to go to Portland and see what's going on out there, man.
No, you don't. You good. You good.
Have you ever been? Don't fake. Yeah. You ain't been. You been?
I've been one time. I was like,
how old were you?
Like 23, something like that.
Oh, okay, 23.
Yeah. It was like if Carborough was a city.
Carborough's fucking cool. I'd go out there. Fuck you. I'm going to Portland.
It's too much.
It rains more here than it does in the fucking Northwest anyways.
I got a hat that just had a picture of pronouns with a strike through it.
Yo, you're crazy. The next all-star on Team Giannis is DeMar DeRozan.
This was tough.
DeMar DeRozan sucks. I don't even like. He's gonna have 20,000 points. I'm gonna just go. What did I put? I don't even know. I don't like what I put.
Wait a minute. So this is perfect. I picked The Prestige.
The Prestige?
You remember that movie?
I've heard of it, but I don't exactly remember what
it was with Christian Bale. He had like a twin brother. He was playing himself, and they were magicians, and they had that. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Good movie, right?
Yeah.
Good movie? Yeah. Same thing with DeMar DeRozan. Good player that nobody will remember.
Yeah, I got nothing for DeMar. I wrote down Tropic Thunder, but I don't remember why I put Tropic Thunder. I have no idea why. It's just like a good movie masquerading as like a bad one with a blackface. It's just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like,
you're right. It's like, you're like, this guy sucks. He's an empty stats guy. He went to Toronto. They can't get past the second round. Then it's like, he's a point guard here in San Antonio, but he's an all-star. Then it's like last year, he's a fucking MVP candidate. He should be getting votes for MVP. He's the clutchest guy at basketball.
It's just an all-over-the-place movie. Now I remember. It's an all-over-the-place movie. You look at the cast, and you're like, Jack Black, Robert Downey Jr., right after Iron Man, by the way. This is the movie right after Iron Man for Robert Downey Jr. Ben Stiller, and then another fucking other guys that Brandon T. Jackson do from like Wild Now. And I'm just like, this movie's about to be great. I go to that movie with my mom.
Oh, no.
I watched that movie with my fucking mother in the theaters. And then when we were done with it, I was like, that movie was funny, but that shit was not what I thought it was going to be.
Hold on.
And Tom Cruise was in the shit.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is in that fucking movie.
Playing a fat Jewish guy. It's hilarious.
Shit.
What did your mom think about the blackface?
She didn't even know. I told her, I was like, did you know that was a white guy?
She was so convinced. He should have won a fucking Oscar
But when he finally wiped himself, she was like, what the fuck? That was Robert Downey Jr.? I was like, yeah. And she just started laughing. She liked it.
Good shit,
That's
man.
DeMar's career, bro. 20,000 points for no reason. Nobody cares, DeMar.
That's a good one, man. I like it.
The Lakers.
Yeah, should have. Who's next on Team Giannis? Is he the last guy?
Nah, it's Pascal. And
yeah. Okay, Pascal Siakam. Obviously, this is low-hanging fruit. I'm doing it anyways. Captain Phillips.
Oh, damn. That's fucked up.
I am the captain now. But if I wasn't going to say that, I was going to say Snowfall, because I bet that's how he learned about like American history and black culture, so that he could fit in with his teammates.
Yeah. That's pretty good. For me, I didn't even go with a fucking movie on this one. I went real sneaky on this one. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I went Hotel Rwanda. Real racist. I don't know much about him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about Pascal. He ain't doing much for me. He ain't doing shit.
Hey, I don't feel bad about Bam Adebayo anymore.
I haven't voted for Siakam. I'm not a voter, but like when we do our end of the year All NBA, I've never voted for him All NBA. I got all the shit written down. I was like looking through my notes. I was like, I never voted Siakam. 13? I went LeBron. Even when LeBron was shit. Fuck it. Yep. I don't like this kid. I don't know shit about him. Fuck him. Hotel Rwanda. See you later, Pascal. You piece of shit.
All right.
Domantas Sabonis.
Oh, yeah. This one was easy.
Go ahead.
Borat.
Yo, I said Borat too.
Let's
go. That's hilarious. Nah, he deserves more respect, but I don't know shit about
the funny part of this is like Uzbekistan is nowhere near Serbia or Slovenia or wherever the fuck he's from.
Nah, not at all. Not at fuck at all.
You're just a big goofy white guy.
I don't know shit about him.
I could see him going into the King's training room, looking at Malik Monk and be like, "What's up, vanilla face?" Like,
well, the other one I went with, if this was more serious, I went Rebound, that Martin Lawrence movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Have you ever seen that shit?
Terry, that's what I picked for Paul George.
Rebound?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Paul George has been hitting the side of the backboard all throughout the bubble. And, well, I might as well tell you the other one I picked for Paul George since we got there.
Good.
Kawhi's cooking show, where he serves bull penis to his teammates. He's seen every single episode. You see his latest interview with JJ Redick, where he's like, I had to just realize that I'm a number 2 guy and Kawhi's the number 1, and that I'll never be good enough to be the best player on the championship team. So I just need to find my place and let him be the man.
Interesting.
Starts by watching every single episode. I don't care if we're eating fucking cockroach legs that are deep fried on top of bull bladder dick sauce.
That's Kawhi's show? I thought it was Serge's show.
Oh, yeah, you're right, bro. It was Kawhi who he served the fucking the shit
the bull penis.
You're
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
He did.
You're right. Well, I guess we'll stick with Rebound.
The next one is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He's the second to last guy. You got something for me on that one? I got something.
Yeah. The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville.
The Ringer.
It's the story of a grown man who pretends to be retarded so he can compete in the Special Olympics and win. Which is perfect for SGA in Oklahoma City. He's been pretending that he sucked for 4 years. He's like, I can't do it anymore, guys. I'm sorry. We already got like 5 number 2 picks. Like, I'm going to fucking hoop. I'm not sitting out all year. I'm not actually on the Special Olympics team. I'm a grown man who can fucking run.
That's a fucking good one. I think you outshined my joint that I was going to pick for him. I picked Django.
Whew.
Redemption story. He gonna act like he can't talk and shit and all that stupid ass shit in LA, but comes back blasting, killing everybody. A fucking absolute beast. I went Django. Redemption story. A Star is Born.
I like
Django,
it,
bro.
You traded me for Paul George. You didn't want me in LA.
Pow pow, motherfucker. Shazer. I didn't think he was gonna be this good. He's really good, bro. I mean, he's top 10. Is he top 10? I mean, I know his team sucks, but
yeah, it's hard to say with how bad his team is. It's like we're gonna have to just reevaluate this once you get some guys around you. It's like almost the Trae Young shit with the Hawks before, where it's like, you're putting up 30 and 10 every night, but how the fuck are we going to tell if you're good? Because nobody else is going around you.
But like, I love Trae and like how good he was. He's still good, but like a couple years ago, we were like, damn, this dude's really fucking good. Sometimes Shea just looks way more efficient with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know exactly. Yeah, like when he gets the ball, I'm like, that's a bucket.
Not only that, he talking about Debo. He got some Debo in him. The way that he bullies smaller guards and just kind of methodically plows his way to his spots into the rim. I saw Dennis Schroeder try to guard him the other night. It was like watching somebody put on a windbreaker. All right, so we got one left, right, on Team Giannis?
Yep.
Who's our last guy?
Drew Holiday. Yep. Drew Holiday, bro.
Did I even put him on the list? I don't think I did. I think I put fucking Jimmy Butler over him since I picked Jimmy Butler over Drew Holiday.
Jimmy Butler didn't even go to All-Star week. He wasn't an All-Star. You know that, right? You know he didn't even an All-Star.
Hey, I rewrote history because I picked Jimmy Butler over Drew Holiday. So, for Drew, I don't know. You want to pick Last Holiday with Queen Latifah?
That's crazy. I'd say Forrest Gump.
Is he Bubba Gump selling the shrimp?
Nah, man, Forrest Gump.
Because Drew ain't good enough to be the main character. He's not good enough to be the protagonist. He got to be a supporting guy. He's got to be a supporting guy. He's Lieutenant Dan. Actually, that's what I should have said for Zion. Lieutenant Dan with no legs.
Nah, Drew Holiday is Forrest Gump, bro. It's a redemption story. You don't think Drew Holiday is straight up Forrest Gump? Been all over the place. Philly, New Orleans, Milwaukee. Finally got his championship. Got his Jenny. You know what I'm saying?
Jenny traded me for Nerlens Noel.
AIDS. That's where Jenny traded him for. AIDS. That's who Nerlens Noel's AIDS. That's tough.
Shouts to Donald Sterling. You can fuck him. You can suck his dick. Just don't bring him to my games.
Jesus Christ. All
right, so that's the last one. Let's go Team LeBron now.
Team Bron.
All right, who's first?
Let's start a lead vote getter. Let's start LeBron.
I'm going with American Gods.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say American, whatever that shit is. All American. My bad. That's that shit.
Oh, no. American Gods, story about like the new gods, like the god of media and fucking god of likes and the god of, all these widespread things that people like look to for validation now, where it's like in the past they would look, internally or to something else. And it's like the old gods like Odin and fucking like the Norse motherfuckers and
just that type of
shit. And they all like battling for power over the landscape, and they're trying not to have the changing of the guard from the old gods to the new gods. And Odin, who's Wednesday, he's like the puppeteer, playing everyone against each other in the background, making all the moves. That's what LeBron is, man. Constructing his career the way that he has, ushering in the era of player empowerment, playing for multiple teams, but still not being viewed as a villain now. Not willing to change and like hand the torch to the next generation of guys. Like, you gonna have to snatch it from us. And convincing everyone that he's a great guy in the process and doing like stabbing you in the back with a smile on his face. So I think that's my pick for Bron.
Okay. That's interesting. That's a good pick. For me, I don't know if you're going to like this or not, but I said fuck it. I went for it. I went The Last Dance, the 10-part documentary by Michael Jordan on ESPN and on Netflix. Last Dance. This is LeBron's last fucking dance to win a championship with the LA Lakers, man. He's getting up there in age. This might be his last season. We might not see Michael again. But in this case, we might not see LeBron again. I mean, we know he's going to play, but he's not going to be the same LeBron after this. He's already hurt like a motherfucker.
I would have understood it if you picked it for Russell Westbrook.
Jesus Christ. Nah, I think this is the last, like, the great Bron we're going to see, bro. This is it. Like, after this, it's going to be way more like Wizards Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is it for you, boy. I love Bron.
I don't know. Kyrie could join up next summer, change all that. But who's next? Who's next on Team LeBron?
So we can do start five, whoever you want to go with. They got Embiid, Jokic, Irving, and Doncic. Which one you want to go?
Let's go Jokic.
All right.
I had to go outside the box a little for this one. I bet that Jokic, he doesn't have like YouTube TV like the rest of us. He has like some VPN satellite shit where he can watch Serbian television and watch fucking like ox racing in the village of Turkmenistan or whatever. But what I ended up going with was he's probably chilling back with a beard the size of a fucking pony keg and watching Dana White's new slap fighting league, where two guys just stand across from each other, are not allowed to move, and slap each other in the face until the other guy gets brain damage and dies.
Yeah. I've seen those. Them shits are crazy, bro. All right. So that's your Jokic?
Yeah, that's what he watched.
All right. For me, Jokic is we're doing The Great White Hope. That's what he's watching. He's watching that shit every day. It's an actual fucking movie. A 1970s story of a white man triumphing in a non-white man league. He's a star. This is Jokic's league now, bro. If everybody wants to shit on your boy, like I've been doing for the majority of the season, but now I'm hopping on the train. He's watching The Great White Hope. Because he's the best player in the league, man. Let's not fucking sit here and say he's not. Dude, look, don't stop with the comparisons of Steve Nash. That shit's done. Just because Jokic is getting 10 assists and not scoring 40 a game, everybody's in love with fucking 10 scoring titles for Michael Jordan. The best player in the game is a passer. LeBron James, the best player of all time. Jokic is the best fucking player right now. He can do it all. He can score. He can pass. Great White Hope. He's the great fucking White Hope. I know he's not American, baby. I get it. The NBA, I get it. But he's the guy now. It's over. Great.
God, I can't tell you how much I would love Jokic if he was like from Indiana and like grew up watching Hoosiers. And it was like the exact same guy, but you were just like from the Midwest. Like,
he doesn't help himself. He doesn't help himself off the court because he doesn't do shit off the court. Absolutely nothing. Nike won't touch him. Adidas won't touch him.
He's like raising goats in his backyards with his brothers and watching Dana White's slap fighting league.
I actually heard my boy Jacoby. He got on Bill Simmons' podcast. Did you hear that shit? He was just like, he said, I don't give a fuck if Jokic wins a third MVP or not. I just don't want him to win it because I don't want to see him again with his horses giving another stupid ass MVP fucking speech. He's like, I want to see MVP. I want to do some fresh funny shit. He was like, Jokic is a waste of time. It's just a fucking joke. But yeah, anyways.
Hey, joke's on you if you're turning in for acceptance speeches for the MVP award.
Because they don't even do that podium shit anymore, right? Like that's pretty much done.
Yeah. All right, who you got after Jokic? What's the next one?
Let's do Embiid because we got Kyrie and Luka next.
Okay, we can do Embiid. Who do you have for Embiid?
Well, I got the Joker.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Are you talking about the newest one with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, the new Joaquin Phoenix joint. He's a fucking whiny little bitch, just always fucking complaining about shit. Joel, no disrespect, I love you, man, but you are a fucking beast. Just shut the fuck up and play, man. Like, they'll give you an MVP if you shut up. You were great. We loved you in the first 6 or 5 years of your career. Now you're a fucking sob story, bro. You're a straight up sob story. That's all
you remember that card that he had that he was like had to give to people? He's like, sometimes I laugh uncontrollably and I can't help it.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid has one. He's like, every year I get a freak injury in the playoffs and I can't help it. I'll go ahead and give you this card now so you can give up on believing in us in the postseason. I think it's a great pick, man. I went on a similar type of thing, like a guy whose life is falling apart for our benefit and it's just kind of like wading through the morass of bad things happening to him and complaining the whole time. I'm going with Louis.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a comedy about a man's everyday life that is just falling apart and is not what he wants. Embiid, you're going to be on the court for all 7 games of a playoff series one day. You're going to win this MVP one day. Or you may just end up pulling your dick out at a motel in front of some girl and getting blackballed like Louis.
Yeah, you're right. All right, that's a good one. Joel, just shut up, bro. You're a baller. I'm actually glad that he's playing, though. Because his trajectory was that Zion shit. That fucking I'm out. Dude hasn't played in like 6 games out of 3 seasons and shit. You know, I'm just really glad he's playing. So I'm glad I can talk shit about you, bro. That's all
Me
I'm
too.
saying.
I was this close to picking the Electric Boogaloo too.
All right, who do you want next, Luka or Kyrie?
We already know Luka. That's friends. Let's. You want to give me your Luka?
That's right. Luka, I was gonna go How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
You seen his
I
mom?
can see it. Maybe like he'll escalate. You know, he'll move on
up
from Friends to better white sitcoms.
Hey, look, Luka's mom's a fucking hot smoke show. You know what I'm saying? So I think that relates more to him. People are watching your fucking mother, and they're gonna let you know how they met her. Draft night.
Yeah, you better hope Malik Beasley doesn't get traded to the fucking Mavericks.
Yeah, no, that's good. All right, for Kyrie, what you got for Kyrie? Or you want me to go?
For Kyrie, I had Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America.
That's exactly right, baby. That's
we already know. He already told on himself, and we saw it on his favorites on Amazon Prime. Like, you tweeted out to the world.
Yeah.
We know exactly what you're watching. It's either that or like YouTube conspiracy black hole videos that you fall into for like 4 hours.
No, he's definitely watching that. And for me, I think he's watching another classic movie. And I don't think it'll make sense when I say it. Have you ever seen the movie Contagion?
Yeah.
That's Kyrie. He's fucking watching Contagion. Every fucking team he's getting on. He's black hole in that shit. He is fucking it up. Besides with LeBron. LeBron's the only one. LeBron is like,
bro, last night after the game, he was like, I'm just going to be a hard worker, a lunch pail guy, and carry wood and carry water for these guys and be consistent. And just be consistent.
40 points. You know, fucking lunch pail guy. He scored fucking 40 last night. Shut the fuck up. I was like,
I'd love to see you be a consistent guy. I'd love to see it.
I love that he's about to just hoop for Dallas and then leave. Like, that shit's just so fucking funny to me. It's just so funny to me. It's really cool watching Luka watch Kyrie. Like, he'll be on the court just looking at Kyrie do shit. He makes a shot, and Luka's like, fuck, this dude is really fucking good. Like, yeah, keep shooting, bro. Like, I feel like Luka's content just, like, watching Kyrie cook. Because he's never had a teammate like this good. He's like, this dude is good. Keep shooting, man. I don't give a fuck. Like, if we win on your back, I'll
enjoy it while you can.
You think, hey, if the Mavs win a chip, is Kyrie still going to leave?
They're not winning a chip.
Just saying, just a hypothetical.
Yeah, sure. They're not winning a fucking chip. Like, they're not even
answer
close.
The question. Will he stay or no? I'll say he'll still leave.
Yeah, I think he'd still leave.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. He doesn't want to hang out with Luka and the rest of the Mavs and Mark Cuban. Like, fuck that.
Those are your starters, man. All right, next on the list. You already did Paul George, so we don't want to do Paul George. I don't give a fuck about Paul George. Any movie where you broke your leg, Paul George, that'll be the movie. Jaylen Brown. sorry, Paul. You don't deserve that. You're a great player. Jaylen Brown. What you got?
Jaylen Brown. For me, it's a great show. I enjoy it a lot on Hulu. It's about vampires. It's called What We Do in the Shadows.
Ooh.
Jaylen Brown, heavy in the shadow of Jason Tatum. On any other team, he'd be the number one guy. He's like a legit all-NBA level player and doesn't get the recognition because he'll never be as good as Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
We've been talking about splitting these guys up for about 5 seasons, so Jaylen Brown can get out from that shadow and have the spotlight on himself. So this is a pretty easy one for me.
That's a good one. For me, I got a couple. One, it's not a TV show or a movie. It's actually a podcast. The Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. That's Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Also, you're a fucking idiot. The Odd Couple was a very famous movie with Walter Matthau.
You're right. But I wasn't going with that one.
I forget what his name is. It was somebody in Felix.
I'm sure it's like several movies. I'm sure there's several movies called The Odd Couple. But anyways, that's one. That's a snake.
Mad funny. The scene where the spaghetti hits the wall. Ha! Spit take. Never forget.
Hey, Hey, shut the fuck up. All right, the next one.
Hey, you knew I grew up watching movies from the 40s instead of cartoons. This is right in my wheelhouse. The Odd Couple is one of my favorite movies as a kid. Go ahead, Terry.
You're right. You fucking goofball. All right, for me, the second movie, second choice. From Hebrews to Negroes. No. Now, for me, it's a combo. It's Dear White People on Netflix because Jaylen Brown is such a fucking activist and he's just doing a lot of black activism. I love him. He's a good dude. Does a lot of great shit. Good shit. And the second one,
have you ever seen Dear White People?
Yeah, I watched it. Yo, I ain't gonna fake. That shit was so good. I watched all of them in one night and went to bed at 7 a.m. I started at like midnight. I was like, this shit is fire. I didn't stop watching it. This shit was fire as fuck. It was great.
I watched like 7 minutes. I was like, oh, they're not talking about me. And I turned that shit
off. Season 1 was really good. I think I watched season 2, but it's not as memorable as season 1 was. But yeah.
I already know white people suck.
It's a good show. Honestly, bro, like, I just like to, I started to get in the habit like years and years ago. My mom taught me this shit. Just watch black shit because even if it's bad or good, they'll just keep hiring them if you keep the ratings on. Sometimes I don't even watch it. I'll just like have it on.
Yeah. You put it on for your 3 black dogs. I like it. Who we got after him?
Oh, after Brown? We go Julius Randle.
You go first.
I'm going with the Gladiator. Are you not entertained? This dude thinks he's the absolute shit, bro. He thinks he's the greatest fucking player that's touched a basketball, bro. You ain't it, dog. You know what I'm saying? He's watching Gladiator every fucking night. He's like, I'm the guy. I'm the man in the arena. I'm the Kobe. You're not Kobe, dog. Just be you. He's watching too much fucking crazy shit. You need to start watching whatever movie, a 6 Man, you know, anything where the second best character, you know, is falling back and doing his thing. That's what you need to watch. But he's watching Gladiator. Maybe. He's not Gladiator, but he's watching.
I don't know. Julius Randle is confused. That's what he is. It vacillates night to night. We don't know. Are we getting the guy who made All-NBA over LeBron, or are we getting the guy who got shut down by DeAndre Hunter? Are we getting the guy who was throwing middle birds up to the fans? Or are we giving the guy who has his son on his shoulders slapping high fives to the fans afterwards? Day to day, he doesn't seem to know. He's still trying to figure out his identity. I think he's watching a lot of P-Valley to help him figure it out.
You know what? I could not get through that show. I tried to watch it. I just couldn't fucking get through it.
It was too gay. I just couldn't do it. I got like 3 episodes in. I was like, yeah, this is just, I can't do this. Watching a like 6'5" man with a goatee and a dress turned out some fucking rapper. I was like, well, but Julius Randle, he loved it.
Right. So we're skipping Paul George because I don't give a fuck. Anthony Edwards is an interesting one. I got 2.
Okay, go ahead.
You got 2?
I got 2. I bet there will actually be some overlap here. I bet we're thinking the same direction.
So for something that he actually watches, I'm going to go Rick and Morty or anything Adult Swim. Dude's immature as fuck. My man is on the couch eating hot Cheetos, playing fucking Call of Duty all night, watching fucking Adult Swim like a dumbass. That's why he's not in fucking great shape. It's not to say that he doesn't look like he's in good shape. He could be better. Be LeBron, dog. You could be great, but he wants to be himself doing his shit. That's fine with me. That's one.
That's a good pick.
And actually, I'm going to just keep it with that one. The other one is stupid. You go ahead.
Okay. I like that one, though. You know, he's still a young kid working through all that stuff. I think he's got high ambitions, though. And he thinks really high of himself and sees himself as like an ascending guy who's going to like kind of build like a kingdom for him to preside over. So I think he watched a lot of Power. I could see him watching Power and getting real into that. My second choice is Black Mafia Family, BMF.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I could see him getting real into that shit. You know what I mean? Kind of carries himself like he one of those guys who's about to whack you, you know, while he's on the court. I don't know if you saw how he was glowering at Juancho Hernan Gomez and Hustle. But yeah, he's a bad guy, but he's a good guy. But he's a bad guy. But he's got some edge to him, but everyone loves him. I don't know. He seems like the perfect gangster. Is like cool enough to make all the women love him. Formidable enough to make all the guys fear him. I'm going with Power and BMF.
That's a good one. That's really good. That's a good one. All right, next. Very difficult one for me. I'm going to act like I'm, who does this a lot? Stephen A. Smith. This was very, very difficult for me. I thought long and hard about this one. Tyrese Halliburton, I have no fucking clue, bro. He's the next one.
The audacity, the temerity, the unmitigated goal!
Yeah, for Tyrese Halliburton, man.
That was tough, man. I think he just reads the can of Murray's hair cream. He just gazes into that. But for me, it's like he seems like a very serious guy, very intellectual, bit of a weirdo who's like comfortable being a weirdo and different than everyone else. So I went with Halliburton. When he gets home from the games, he likes to watch TED Talks and Cowboy Bebop or some other anime adult show.
Some real serious shit.
Some other Japanese cartoon for 40-year-olds where all the Japanese guys look like white guys from the Ukraine.
That's pretty good. For me, actually, it's a weird one. Like, the comparison's weird. I put 40-year-old virgin. And you got to hear me out.
Okay.
Classic movie. Sometimes forgotten. Ahead of its time. But still a throwback. Tyrese Halliburton is the throwback that we haven't seen in a minute. He's a little bit, he's kind of ahead of his time, but he's also more of a throwback guy. He's a great player. He got traded way too soon. 40-year-old version is kind of a weird forgotten movie. It's a comparison, but I think he's watching that shit. He's laughing his ass off. Tyrese Halliburton is a great fucking player, but he could be a fucking MVP. Steve Nash MVP, though. Sneaky bullshit MVP, but he could be MVP.
I love it.
Watching 40-year-old version.
That's a great pick. The old and the new come together. Goga Batatse's abs feels like bags of sand. I think it's a
go fuck a goat. He could be the goat. All right. Anyways, De'Aaron Fox is the next joint, bro. What you got for De'Aaron Fox?
After a lot of ruminating, there are a lot of different directions I went in. I thought about the Fox and the Hound. I thought about all different types of stuff. But I'm going with the Ball family's Facebook show.
Oh, shit.
So he could get some more material for his lifelong rivalry with Lonzo Ball. He's determined to put this stake in the coffin after Lonzo's never been an all-star. He's a first-time all-star. Whipped his ass when they were in college. Everyone was fawning over Lonzo over him. He's just at home watching Lonzo in his house, watching him interact with his family. He's gaining material. He's like, hey, at next time when they come out there, they're guarding each other. He's like, how you going to let your milk be expired for 2 days and still put it in cereal? You know what I mean? He knows all the behind-the-scenes stuff. He's gathered evidence. De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good one. For me, I went Rocky. You know what I'm saying? I could have did that for Embiid.
Wait a minute. De'Aaron Fox is black.
What are we doing? Fucking Creed? Creed sucks. I'm not going with Creed. I like Michael B. Jordan, but Creed ain't Rocky. Creed doesn't suck. Creed's a good movie, but Rocky, that's the shit. De'Aaron Fox, doubt it. We thought Lonzo was the truth after, 2 seasons? We're like, Lonzo's the guy. Even after 3 seasons, we're like, Lonzo's the guy. De'Aaron Fox, they trade Halliburton away for De'Aaron fucking Fox. I don't understand why, but they did it. And now I see why. 3rd seed in the West, the mighty, mighty fucking West. Great fucking player this year. First couple seasons wasn't doing a whole lot for him. He was getting beat the fuck up. Sacramento was going 20-50 or 60, whatever fucking record you want to go. They were pretty fucking bad. But he's back now. He's great. Clutch ass fucking player. He's watching Rocky every fucking night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7, 8, 9, 2. But he's a guy. Rocky.
I don't think they'll be watching Rocky 4 a lot. I don't think Sabonis would take too kindly to that.
Drago. Yeah. Rocky for me.
All right, we only got a couple guys left, man. Who's
one
next
more.
up?
It's only one more.
Oh, there's only
Unless
one.
I remember you. Who else did you add? Who else was on the All-Star team that wasn't there? Steve Novak?
Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah. I know you don't like Kevin. I'll let you get that Kevin slander off if you want.
Well, I had a bunch of different ones for Kevin Durant.
Go ahead. I got
first one. classic movie. Eddie Murphy, all-time great actor. Trading Places.
Oh.
First one I'm thinking of. Then right after that, I was like, no. Because he traded places like 5 times. It was like they only traded places once. Yeah. And I was like, Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. And then I was like, no. Even that may be too long of a period for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I was like, we got to dig deeper in and really get into the character of who Kevin Durant is. So that's why I ended up going with Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a Plane? Okay. You gotta go with it.
It's a documentary about his flight from Brooklyn to Phoenix.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, son. That shit caught me off guard like a motherfucker. Oh, no. Snakes on a Plane. Clip it. Clip the fuck out of it. YouTube short. Suck me. That shit's funny as hell. Oh, shit, man.
Thank you, sir. The only 2 guys I had left were Jaren Jackson Jr. and Zion.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson's the only one that was actually an all-star. Zion.
Did you put anything for JJJ, or you just disregard him and you're like, you only play 26 minutes a game anyways? I'm not going to do this.
Nah, I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr. was probably watching, like, The Defender, Pearl Harbor. I don't know. Something with some defense. I don't know what it was.
Pearl Harbor? Where we just let them blow up the whole... What? Oh, man. Yeah. Pearl Harbor was the other 22 minutes a game when Jaren Jackson's on the bench.
Yeah, man. Jaren Jackson Jr. I don't know. He's just
I went with Cobra Kai for him. Strike first, strike hard, constantly fouling. Plus, the episodes are only 26 minutes long if you don't count the credits. So it'll be perfect for him.
Nah, that's good. That's good. Nah, Jaren Jackson, be you, man. I got.
And then our last one, Zion Williamson. Your favorite player in the NBA. Nobody has higher hopes for him than Terry. He's buying all of your Zion stock if you're willing to sell it.
I love Zion. I watched him live a couple times. I love him, but can't stay on the fucking court, bro. I don't fuck with him. What's that Queen Latifah movie with Common where he played for the Nets? He got hurt. He tore his ACL like in the season. She like rehabbed him back onto the court and shit. You don't remember that movie? I forget what it's called.
Wait a minute. Common was playing for the Knicks?
Nets. Common was playing for the Nets.
I watched Common get chased down, blocked by J. Cole in the Celebrity All-Star game.
Yeah. J. Cole's a hooper. He's like a pro hooper. I got nothing for Zion. I didn't have him on my list. Fuck it. I don't like Zion Williamson. Go ahead. What do you want?
I'm just happy you said it instead of that bullshit that you just talked about for 30 seconds about how I love him and I got to see him in person. And you're like,
I like watching him play. I just don't like when dudes is hurt all the time. I know it's not under his control, but that shit sucks.
Which is exactly why I went with 2.5 Men.
Jesus Christ.
How do you think Brandon Ingram and how do you think Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum feel right now? Thinking that we crewed up for this season. We got 3 All-Stars. Nah, son, it's 2.5 Men. Zion Williamson is going to be the only All-Star, and he's playing 11 games this year.
You're right. Any shows that you know that got canceled real quick after like a couple episodes? Couple seasons? Yeah, that's Zion. Get 1 great season, everything else garbage, absolute trash. He got voted as an All-Star.
But he's not the kid from 2.5 Men. He's Charlie Sheen.
Jesus Christ.
And then if that didn't work, I was going with Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
What the hell is that?
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, the Guy Fieri show on the Food Network.
Never heard of it.
You know the white guy with the spiky bleached hair and the goatee? The fat motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Zion be watching that shit. watching somebody make fucking gumbo for 4 hours, sitting on the couch like, oh, that looks good. I think I'm getting hungry right now, actually.
You're crazy, bro. Yo, that guy is actually in one of the shows on HBO Max. Have you seen that shit, Doom Patrol?
What?
It's a Marvel TV show on HBO Max.
Oh, yeah. I'm not watching that shit.
Have you seen it?
Terrible. Yeah.
Have you seen
it?
Like, you didn't like
it's
it?
like a show about like superhero type shit.
Yeah.
But then they never fight or do anything. They just fucking like sit around and talk and like work through their problems being superheroes.
Hey, guess what? It's Zion. It had one great season. They canceled the fuck out of it. 2023, canceled. That shit's gone. He's gone. He's not going to do that for you, Garrett. You still hoping for him? Huh? You still hoping for him?
Not this season. Not this season.
See that fucking team you got on your shirt? Don't ever think about coming to that team, Zion. Don't you dare break my heart. Don't go to the Knicks. Any injury-prone person that comes to the Knicks, they are going to be hurt. Amari, fucking gone. Patrick Ewing at the end of his career, cooked. Absolute trash. 8th seed, made it to the finals. He didn't play a fucking single season. We suck. Tracy McGrady got hurt like fuck. Jamal Crawford got hurt like fuck. Who else got hurt? Stephon Marbury got hurt crazy when he was playing with us.
I heard Grant Hill's still available.
No. Steve Francis got hurt with us. We had Penny Hardaway. Fucked his knee up with the Knicks.
You
a
all
lot of fucking players.
Were you the ones who ended Kemba Walker's career, or was it the Celtics? Who put the final nail in his coffin?
He played with the Celtics a little bit, but I'd say Knicks. He was the Knicks. They benched him.
Yeah.
He wasn't even hurt. They just benched his ass.
Look what they're doing to Derrick Rose right now.
Absolutely.
RJ Barrett, you're next. All right, guys.
Hey, yo. Hold on. Totally irrelevant, but I was just watching the first All-Star where they split the teams and had the game score, like hit this score and the game's over.
And you were like, wow, look how competitive this is and how much guys are actually trying and taking this seriously.
But you know who's on the court at the end of the game?
Joel Embiid.
Kemba Walker, Kyle Lowry, and Pascal Siakam were on one team. They were all on one team at the end of the game for game winners with Giannis and Embiid. Of course they're going to fucking lose.
Was the coach Ty Lue?
Might have been. I don't fucking know. Probably one of the coaches was like Larry Bird or some white guy. I saw the dude. It was like somebody, but I was like, he's not even a coach, I thought. But I don't know. It was somebody. Fuck it. Whatever.
The other day, I went to a kid's store and I saw Mr. Potato Head. It was just a Larry Bird action figure. All right, guys. This has been another amazing episode of the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you've dropped a sub if you haven't already. We'll be back Tuesday with Kicking It with the HLS pod. Enjoy this weekend. Get caught up on the NBA. Watch the Knicks. They're actually fun. I can't believe I'm saying it, Terry.
Watch Jokic. Watch a really good player play basketball, guys. Stop hating on him.
And watch this. We'll see you Tuesday. North Carolina continue to stand up.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.